Right here. Well, this is her. So now, remember, I have to show y'all Sophia, because wisdom, Ein Sof, is what I got to produce. Ein Sof. Now, look at here. This is Sophia. This is the wise woman. This is the wisdom that Solomon sought so dearly. This is the wise woman. Right here. The one that established the blood rights. See, this is the blade. Look, this is showing you the connection to the gods and earths. This is showing you the connection. I went over all that already. These are things that I picked up in my travels impulsively. None of this was playing. Look, the young maiden. The young maiden. Now, my mother, Scotta, my Irish right, the redhead princess. I told y'all, my mama is the redhead princess, and y'all think I'm playing. And when she got older, her hair began to fade, it became gray. My mama hair began to gray as she got older. Right? She was the one. This is why you don't see a wine glass up here, because she is the Holy Grail. She is the one who carried the holy seed. This was Scotta. So now this is my mother right here. This is the Vice Lord. See, because you need the two women to confirm him. Needed the two women to confirm him. But out of the father's line, he had to be able to draw King Arthur's sword. My father's name is Arthur. Remember that. Right? But the struggle with the self, the bondages of the 7 chakras being bound by the curse that broke up the family. So then the chain broke on its own. On its own. Right? Accept that. But in the course of my journey, you know, I had to acquire, because it's saying there that I would get the key of life. Endure to the end, and I would receive the key of life. I put the whole family back together. Keep the game. Now, I had this takes me to Putin in Russia, because I had to conquer Thor. And this is my Norse connection for the Norse tribes. My Vaya kings, that the Moors were the navigators for, that concealed the secret. Jacques de Monet, that died at the hands of the French, which tied me to Adolf Hitler, who had legitimate grievances against the French when he was attacked. But still, I had to be the black stone. The stone that the builder rejected has to be the chief cornerstone. So I collected that in Chicago. That's Jeff Ford gave me that. Let my people go. Right? I just showed y'all all of the rest of the stuff. Now I got to show you the man with the 7 candlesticks and the 7 stars in his hand, with the gown to his waist, and he's packed in gold, and he's like unto the Son of Man. And this would be this, because I'm in search of the A-tone. That's my clue. This was my clue where to find the A-tone. I had to find the A-tone to bring us all together. Right? The black ones and the white ones. The Hispanic ones and the Asian ones. The tall ones and the short ones. The fat ones and the skinny ones. The smart ones and the dumb ones. The healthy ones and the sick ones. The strong ones and the weak ones. I had to go through all this. I had to put it all on the line. Right? So this is your revelation of Jesus Christ. This is what God gave unto him to show and signify to his faithful servant, me. God wants us to restore family structure. This is what the science is telling me. I still got some receipts to do, because remember, as above, so below. I have to prove to y'all with the receipts of the day that I did everything I said I was going to do. I did everything according to the rules given to me across all disciplines, not just one. So now I have to write the receipt. Right? Now my day started out with a con artist attempting to con me. Okay? which resulted in a receipt on what you call a 50-50 transfer, right? Tupac took care of the 40-40 transfer. His seat is seat 40. Mine seat 50. Right? So now, that's Malachi Z. York. That's Malachi Z. York. He brought me the A-tone. And the A-tone is in this right here. This song, which this tape is non-functional at the moment because I don't have a working cassette player. But never fear. As a true general, there's always a way to win the battle. Thanks to my sisters out there, because y'all should stand up soldiers. Now, this right here is the final piece to the puzzle, because remember, Farrakhan said, the one that came to y'all and sounded off the A tone is when all of us will finally have one person that will make everybody the same. No big I's, no little U's. This is what they talking about. This is what the struggle was all about. So it all got to be explained in the end, right? God, once I got it there to the highest heights of wisdom and met God, God said make a family. God didn't say make a black family, a white family, a Hispanic family. God said make a family. I have to teach y'all how to build families and build them again, just like I had to build this family crest that I did not realize was a family crest until I realized it was a family crest, so to speak. And so there will be no breaking of the blood, right? My mama told me to leave that intact. So that ties all of us together. Putin, stand up, Moscow. Y'all can let them know now. It's all here. Now, I want to go back and point this out.
We go to Salem a lot and everything. And when I was in Salem, like something wild happened to me.
I was talking to the sister last night on the live, and she was in New Jersey, and we was talking. I was telling her that's the side of Shakur land over there. Anybody that get out of line when she send them goons at her, don't call me because I'm not sending no help.
I know.
Because she only gonna fuck the mothers up that's fucking with the babies. That's her number one thing, because we can't come back to this shit. So the only way to not come back to it is to clean it up now. Yeah. Our children shouldn't have to fight this fight. This shit should be well cleaned up. My son, 8 years old, by the time he 18, he should be worried about how to spend all this goddamn money we done made.
Very true. No,
that should be the biggest worry he had in his life.
Next question. The FBI just hired all of those black men.
Listen.
By the hundreds and thousands. What's going on?
So they are trying to matriculate them through different forms of the old government to FEMA. FEMA is short for female. The female is going to be the ones that's running FEMA. Mm-hmm. And they got a group of matriarch sisters from all communities across the land with experience in varying different fields, where this one might be in charge of animal rescue, right? This one might be in charge of disaster relief. This one might be in charge of reorganizing to feed the children.
Okay.
Right. You might have a sister that's a veteran. She's going to be part of the team that's working with the Wounded Warrior Project. Okay. Because they was doing so effectively well with the recovering soldiers that was coming home. They was doing better than the VA. All of the veteran affairs is going to be shifted over to that organization, and they're going to be heavily funded. Okay. Right? Because they understand, because it's ran by veterans that understand the struggle of the veterans. They understand. This is eventually going to phase out because we ain't going to be doing this war shit.
Thanks.
Right? But for right now, we have warriors that suffer and fought in these wars, and now we're gonna be using them boots on the ground to help in the community to reorganize as we redistribute the wealth.
Okay.
So they bring these new recruits into all of these government agencies. All of these agencies are now defunct, been defunct for 3 years, right? But they still using the template for a training tool to maximize the use of the experience of the aged ones who are leaving,
Okay.
right? So you take what you need from the old system so you can transition into the new system, and you learn from the best people in the field with the best intentions to do the best job to give the people that American dream they lied to us about before they dropped this goddamn Plymouth Rock shit on our ass.
Now, another question: is Trump with us or against us? Because he stole all the federal sealed documents and not giving them back.
Look, he ain't stole nothing. First of all, who loaded up his truck with the documents? Do you know?
Mm-mm.
The same motherfuckers who told the Department of Justice that the documents was missing. They was also in communication with Trump the whole time. And he was like, yeah, sure, come on, get whatever you need. But they weren't looking for that. That was a smoke screen, right? Because now they agitating to the point where all of the fraud shit that they trying to keep undercover, he gonna drop the bomb and expose all that shit.
He's so petty. I could see him doing that shit too. Like, oh, get you on, like, oh, everything with a seal on it. Put it in the car. Come on.
He been telling us, look, in his speeches, ever since January, he been saying the same goddamn thing. They didn't win. Look, they didn't win the election. He keeps saying it. They didn't win the election.
I knew.
We caught him in voter fraud.
It was around Capitol. Old boy had the black pawn on his body. They captured the flag. He had the Buffalo Soldier horns on. He freaking howled through the hall.
I did a whole I did a report on it as soon as it happened.
Where is it?
On my Facebook page.
I'm like, would you look at this? I'm like,
I did a video on my Rod Hayes page about a couple of weeks before they took it down. That I was explaining to people occupying Pelosi's desk. And I showed him where he put in the public domain that he was sent by us.
Mm-hmm. Black Pawn.
Right? And he told them that he was part of the QAnons. And he told them that he was in special forces in the United States Marines on special assignment. And then he went in there and kicked his feet up and planted the Old Glory, the flag of the land, behind the Admiralty flag to recover the jurisdiction.
Yes.
So that shift us from Admiralty and maritime jurisdiction and put us back under the law of the land, which is the tribal laws that we had that predate the Constitution. Mm-hmm. But the Constitution has always been in effect ever since we've been here, because part of the chief becoming a chief, he used to have to remember each part of it, and not until it was totally memorized could he attain the office to be a lawgiver in the community, because the Constitution had to be known by heart, because it got to be in your heart.
Okay, with that, what's the significance of Trump pleading the fifth 44 times?
That was a message directly to Malik Angel Bay that he see you and he coming to get you.
I figured that. Nice.
The fifth is the 5-point star, Peace Stone Nation. 44 is Chief Malik Angel Bay angel number.
Nice. I figured that. Now,
so he was letting him know that when I say free Larry Hoover, I mean free motherfucking Chief Malik Angel Bay. Period. I don't just mean because my chief, he ain't the only one of the chiefs. And Mama said ain't no big eyes and no little U's. Big Mama said don't leave no stone unturned. So everywhere I see a chief in crisis, I'm going to fucking say something.
Okay.
And when I say something about one, it applies to all of them, whether they the male chiefs or the female chiefs. And we got more female chiefs than we got male chiefs.
Very true.
That's how we end up having a matriarchal society. I got 26 seconds.
Brittany Garner. What's the significance of her and why are they holding her? Who are they trying to exchange her for? They won't tell us what to exchange for. Like, who are they trying to exchange her for and why? They tricked her into going over there. I think that was a whole setup. And anyway, really? You're going to hold her and she's playing it?
Hey, Robert. Hold on, let me let I gotta switch to this laptop. We live.
Got you. I'm in here, Elder.
Oh yeah, we live right now. Hey, I'm gonna pull that folder up, man. Hey, if you're in the building, hit that like, hit that subscribe button, man. About to get it cracking with the legendary brother Rod Hayes, man, in the building.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, hold on, let me get this chat pulled up and we taking off, man. Non-stop action.
I'm trying to find it on YouTube on my other device.
Yeah, just you probably have to reload it because not reload the but just reload YouTube because it just popped up just now, probably.
Yep. I just want to be able to see the live chat.
Better get it cracking, bro. I got the live chat pulled up. Let me share this. Oh yeah, I got the thumbnail already put up on there. So hey, if you're in the building, we give them time to come in because I just made the announcement just like 30 minutes ago. So they loading in here now. It's going up now.
Mm-hmm.
So we give them a couple minutes. So just hit the shit, get right, set up. We're gonna get in.
So for the ones that's coming in earlier today, we're going to be going over some of the history and show y'all how they be hiding shit in plain sight when they be telling the story. Right. So a lot of people, Elder, than heard me say a lot of times that we left the land to go fight the Gullah Wars or the Seminal Wars, depending on who's telling the story, the victor or the defeated, or us versus them. The person telling the story determine what the name of the wars is called. So when the Spaniards is telling it, or those sympathetic to the Spanish cause, conquistadors, they call it the Seminole Wars. But the key reason they call it the Seminole Wars is what we need to be trying to figure out. Because we need to find out what the word Seminole means. Right? And the root word is semi.
Oh yeah, that's fire. Go ahead.
Semi means part or half or almost.
Okay.
It's a portion of something. The Spaniards claim they called us Seminoles because we were an admixture of tribes. We weren't an original tribe. We was tribes, conglomerate of tribes. Now, they was telling the world in the Seminole Wars, the Black Seminoles was runaway slaves that ran away to Florida. Now, before we go any further with that concept, anybody ever heard in anybody's history book that the slaves fled south to escape slavery?
I heard it.
Where'd they go?
I mean, that's not south. They said north. I mean, they said they escaped north.
Yeah, to escape slavery, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Is Florida north
No,
or south?
south.
So all of a sudden now they escape into the south. And this is where the hotbed of activity is, primarily in the southeastern portion of the country.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So do we got a map in that collection?
Let's see. Right here, I think it's a map. Is that one of the maps you had?
Showing where the Seminoles were. If not, it's going to be explained in the other posts anyway.
Okay.
You see that red line?
Okay, you want to build that back up? All right. Hold up. Yeah, I see it. I see it.
Scroll down under the key.
The Seminoles.
Scroll down on the picture so we can see the map.
You see it right there?
It's going to tell you what each color line means.
Yeah, the red represents Seminole. The purple represents Chickasaw. Yellow represents Creek. Blue represents Cherokee.
Mm-hmm. I want the people that's watching to see it too.
Mm-hmm.
Now remember, they say that they brought us on ships. How the fuck is they getting across the Gulf of Mexico into New Orleans?
Yeah, right. That's a good right here. The yellow, the Seminole. If they
That's
ain't got
Creek
no boat.
Indian. Yellow, red is the Seminole. How they coming across the Gulf?
Yeah, how do they get across if they ain't got no boats?
But look where they going. You see where they are going, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this is the Trail of Tears.
Mm-hmm.
We was actually moving in the opposite direction of the arrows. And they was moving with the $5 Indians backtracking on where we left so that they can feel our encampments, our villages, and turn them into reservations.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the pattern that they shown. They saying that we went west, but when we read the story about the Seminole Wars, we gonna find out which direction we was really going.
Mm-hmm.
And I ain't the one wrote this shit. I ain't write this shit, Elder.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm just pointing out what I see.
Mm-hmm.
You dig?
Yeah, I got you. This right here, fight. This right here, something to think about.
Mm-hmm. So we letting the people get a chance to come in. We at 85 now. As soon as we break 100, we gonna take off full flight on this shit.
All right.
So the start is the pictures that's actual screenshots of an article that tells the history of the Seminole Wars or the Gullah Wars.
Mm-hmm.
So go to the folder. We at 90, Elder. So this might give us right on time.
Let me go back to the first picture. What you start because they all in order. How you sent them to me.
Right. Let's go back. Let's see what the layout look like. Then I can tell you where I need to be.
Okay. All right. Let me blow it up. This might be the same. Right here, same picture. I don't need one picture of it.
Okay. The reason why this picture is in here, you see the red circle right there?
Where?
The picture you was just on. Go back to it.
Okay, right here.
Yeah, we just gonna go through the pictures.
All right.
Because they just in here for reference points.
Yeah, right there.
The second one. Go to the second picture at the top.
Okay.
Because you already had the first one was Taj. Right? Then the second one you had it up, but you took it down. No, not that. Go back over to the left 2 pictures.
I got it.
Okay, I'm looking at the other screens. I need to be looking at the same screen you on.
Okay, right here. This is the picture you're talking about with the red circle on it, right?
Right. Now you see what it's saying there?
Yeah. It says Oxman Bay praying in front of Mongolian. I can't see that.
Okay, now blow the picture up so that they can see what's going on. Because you wouldn't know that this is not a pilgrim and the so-called Indian, except for the way that the Mongolians dressed over there was different.
Mm-hmm.
The leather they used was from the yak, which is a different texture from the leather we use from the bison.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
So you'll see that they guard, it looks more harder leather. But remember, also another reason for this picture right here is I told you that the Moors was fighting Seminoles.
Mhm.
I mean, was fighting Mongols, and they was capturing them, using them as servants and slaves, and that's who they brought over here and passed off as $5 Indians.
Mhm.
This just showing you a Moor doing salat in front of the Mongols that's obviously about to kill his ass.
That's fire, man. See them up.
Yep. Okay, now this picture right here is important. You see those swords on their hat?
Mm-hmm.
All of them was sworn by a death oath, including Kirkman Bey.
Mm-hmm.
But he couldn't leave Millie ill in there because he was dirty too. Right?
Both of them were dirty.
Yep. So it was a couple of more people that left the Moorish Science Temple after the funeral of Noble Drew Ali, but they became FOI later on. But we're not going to get into that. That's going to sidetrack us. But the reason we got this picture is so you can see these motherfuckers are sworn to secrecy. That's Gerald Ford at the top right, C. Kirkman Bey top center. That's motherfucking J. Edgar Hoover top left. I think that's Eisenhower on the bottom left, and that's an actor. I forgot his name. But that's all from the ancient.
I know these are three president, for sure.
Mm-hmm. This all the ancient Arabic order of the nobles of the mystic shrine.
Mm-hmm.
Right? That's what that's all about. Okay, go on to the next picture. This is a crest of the black nobility. That's how black them niggas is. We black, but we ain't that black.
Uh-huh.
That's because their heart is that black. Straight chaos beings. But they ain't the chaos beings like we are. We chaos beings from the order of the light.
Yeah.
So they come over here with a different energy. Truman, that's the president. The president was Truman. Okay, now notice the colors.
Yeah.
Colors is always important. All right, let's go on to the next one. These are Mongols and Huns, or what it say at the top?
It says
that's Latin. We ain't got to try to read it. It's Latin.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Look at the bottom of it. See if it got something written in English.
No, that's the whole picture right there.
Okay, now these are the same motherfuckers they passing off as $5 Indians, mixed with pale skinned Europeans. Okay, let's go. I wanted them to see what they look
about
like.
The type of race. Like yeah, it says something about the type of race. That what and I know this right here is like Latin. Is what Q is what typo like
yeah, the Asiatic continent.
Yeah,
what types of races from the Asiatic continent.
Yep, that's what it's saying. Yeah.
I didn't want to translate it. So
yeah. But
since you pushed the issue
off over time of just seeing different shit, I can just translate some of it because I know a little bit of Spanish.
Okay, now look at these people.
Yeah.
This is a picture of your Seminole nation fighting against the enemy. This is what we looked at like. This is how we dress.
Mm-hmm. That's
right.
Keep in mind.
Now you notice we got different styles of dress, different headgear. That's because we a conglomeration of tribes right now.
Mm-hmm. That's fire.
Okay, let's go on to the next one.
That's fire. How you got that right there?
Okay, that's the map we went over earlier. Right. Now, what this say?
The goal of Seminole to defeat U.S. Army. Christmas Day, 1837. The Battle of Lake
Okeechobee. That was one of the most definitive battles to curb the people being taken as prisoners of war and used as servants.
Mm-hmm.
That they called the slave system, which we're gonna get to that in a minute because we need to find out what they really was doing with this emancipation shit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's go on to the next one. Okay, now let's read what this say. It says the Seminole Wars, 3 related military conflicts in Florida between the United States and the Seminole, citizens of a Native American nation. Now look what it say. This is important. Which formed in the region during the early 1700s.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
That means that before the 1700s, what we know as Seminoles wasn't formed.
Exactly. Go ahead.
Right? Now look what it says. Hostilities commenced in 1816 and continued through 1858 with 2 periods of uneasy truce between active conflict. You see what it say now, right?
Yep.
All right. Now, this is, notice they call it the Seminole Wars.
Mm-hmm.
We ain't never had no truce with them motherfuckers, is what they not telling you. But let's go on to the next.
Yeah, that's right. We ain't never back down. Go ahead.
Now, notice the name at the top of that.
Yep.
See the year?
Yep. 1739, 1858.
Now, read what it said at the bottom of the picture.
The real reason
U.S. chattel slavery ended.
Okay, all right. Yeah. That's deep.
Okay, so in the book Moors and Freemasonry, it said that the Moors was taking different people hostages, and according to their level, they would auction them back off. Keep that in mind. Remember, slaves were supposed to have been auctioned.
Yeah.
But now in the Moorish
prisoners of war.
Right. In the Moorish description, though, they saying that they were captives in war that they was auctioning off. I'm gonna put that up on our next one. I'm gonna bring that book out so I can show you what I'm talking about.
That's fire.
Okay, now let's go on in because we're about to start getting into some serious reading now.
We got 200 people in this joint. It's getting down. It's going live.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Okay, this is just another showing you the true wars that ended chattel slavery in the U.S. And they saying it was the North versus the South. And they told us the North was the ones trying to abolish slavery, right?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I've been saying the whole time we didn't believe in slavery over here. Right?
Yep.
So why all of a sudden, if the North is fighting to abolish slavery, why are they hostile to this group of people?
Right.
It ain't making no sense, is it?
Nope.
Okay. Let's see what the next picture is. I might have you go to the Google for a minute, but I need to see the next picture first so I know where we at in the spread. That's important. See what it say under there?
U.S.A.
Delegate wars. The unconquered. You see it say unconquered, right?
Yeah, unconquered.
Who in the fuck is the U.S.A?
Right. Yeah, I know who they is, but like say,
do he look like he came from motherfucking Asia?
Nah, he look like he came from West Africa with the Malayan Moors, the Mandingos, Mansa Musa now.
Or he look more like he came from one of these tribes over here.
Or he came from the U.S.A. who mixed in with the Washita, who became the Malayan Moors. They came over here and they dressed like that dude just dressed.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, let's go to the next picture. Right, because before I start reading what I want to get into, this showing you a picture of actual people that's called Seminoles. Mm-hmm. We need to know what the people look like that we talking about while we talking about them, so we can have the right image in our mind while we talk about these people.
Yeah, that's right. That's good.
All right, so this is what they look like. I might be a couple more before we get to the article, but keep going.
All right.
Okay, this is the article. Now, stop right here. Go to Google. Because we need to find out what this emancipation shit is. Look up emancipation etymology.
Oh shit. Okay, man, I didn't even type it. The term emancipation derived from emancipatio post.
Spread that out so you can see the etymology of the word at the bottom of that same post.
Okay, let me blow it up.
Because you're gonna find out that it means to transfer property.
Yeah, which term stems capital. Okay, let me blow it up. Auxiliary means a free person for previous restraints of legal disability.
That's not giving you the etymology of the word though. Go
Yeah, let
back.
me go back. Okay, I go back. All right, this might be it right here. Setting free. Set free from control. Slavery. Which one you want me to pull up? Because it's mostly talking about the free from restraints, control, or power of another.
We need to. Oh, you spelled it wrong at the top. You spelled emancipation wrong. It's with an E.
Yeah, I got it with an E right here. I got it with an E.
At the top in the search bar?
No, not to my life, not the search bar, but I got it with
no, when you go to the search bar, put it in there right, it's gonna pull up the etymology of the word.
Yeah, see, I got it right here. I got the E on there now. It's the same thing.
Right, but it's not giving you what we're looking for. You got to write it right in the search box to get the part we're looking for.
Yeah, I got it written in the search bar.
Okay, right now let's go back to the top.
I think you might be delayed. Your stream might be delayed on what you watching because I got the.
Okay, look.
Okay.
The etymology, the term emancipation derives from emancipatio, the act of liberating a child from paternal authority, which in turn stems from manu capere, or capture from someone else's hands. It's a transfer of property in truth. Right?
Yep.
It's because that's what it's saying right there where it's saying liberating the child from the paternal authority, which in turn stems from manu capere, capture from someone else's hands. That means the state, Abraham Lincoln representing the corporation, took the slaves took the POWs from the agents that was holding them in a private capacity and made them become a manumission servant. Put the term manumission in there. M-A-N. Put the search bar out.
What? Say it, spell it again.
M-A-N-U-M-I-S-S-I-O-N. This is the trustee status of a servant.
And another word for that is subjects, right? Subjects.
No. Just pull it up. Let's see what it say. Read what it say.
Says it comes from the old French manumission, meaning freedom, emancipation, and it comes directly from Latin manumission, meaning freeing of a slave. It is derived from the word manu, meaning hand, and the same root applies to the word manually. And mirrors means let's go.
Okay, now the reason why I have you looking this word up is some legal doctrine called meritorious manumission. So take out etymology and in front of that put meritorious, and I'll spell it for you. Okay, go in front of that word. M-E-R-I-T-O-R-I-U-S. Can you read what it say? I can't see it on the unless I wait for it to come in on the other one. Okay, so the term meritorious manumission comes from the Meritorious Manumission Act of 1710 in the United States, which authorized the legal emancipation of slaves or improvement in their status in return for certain good deeds. Such deeds could include saving a so-called white person's life or saving a white person's property. Right? So this is when they start giving the name freedmen out to the ones who had meritorious manumission. Now, it's the same thing as having trustee status on the plantation.
Can you hear me? Oh,
I
shit.
can now.
Oh damn! I was reading it. Then I thought y'all was hearing me. Then you started.
You must have been on mute because I just started reading.
All right. Okay, all right. My bad. You hear me?
I get you down.
Oh, that's what I said. They fucking with my shit or something. All right. Where you want me to go now?
Okay, now that we understand that meritorious manumission is trustee status. Trustee status comes by emancipation, which is right in the document or the doctrine of meritorious manumission. If you look right there, you will see where it say emancipation, legal emancipation of slaves.
Mm-hmm.
But it don't always mean freedom because it all can mean improvement in their status. You keep hearing everybody talking about status correction, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's what they talking about, right? You trying to upgrade to be a slave catcher or trying. Why you always think they got the nigga holding the whip on the plantation?
What?
You think that's a coincidence?
Nope.
He moving up the motherfucking food chain. Fiddler on the motherfucking roof.
Yeah,
okay,
Fiddler.
now let's go back to the folder so we can read these
Fiddler.
read this description of what's going on with the Seminal Wars. All right. The first thing out the gate, the Seminole people of Florida and Oklahoma. That's two drastically different locations.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Notice what they say next. Did not originate from a single ancestral tribe. Remember I told you we came from every fucking clan to fight.
Yep. That's right.
It's telling you right here out the gate. The Seminole people of Florida and Oklahoma. You got to let that sink in, the distance between Florida and Oklahoma.
Mm-hmm.
Did not originate from a single ancestral tribe. The nations that would merge, you see that word? That means they came together.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
To become the Seminoles began appearing in Florida
but the tapes don't come out for the rest of the week. I'm gonna show the features of these people, and some of them got the bug eye features. But like if you look at like a lot of y'all, like you, I think you Shinnecock because the Mike Tyson's types, all of them, they all Shinnecocks in that land up north, like Detroit, and like I said, there's some fall too. That's like Big Meech was Shinnecock in the fall. They like mixed, they like was mixed in, and they come from a royal bloodline. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, bro. And I believe, like you said, those people was over here at the same time over there. The same, it was like this land had to be the one land, or we was already just all the way around the world, just like Baba said in the let's set the record straight. But those bug eye features, you see some new niggas with bug eye features. Those bug eye features is one of the features of the Shinnecock tribe. The Jones, people with the last name Jones, they from that Massachusetts Shinnecock tribe.
Hey, look, I can tell from the comments, it's a lot of us that know who the fuck we is. And they putting this shit on the flow.
Yeah, they know we. Hey, if they went following the young L, they got a goddamn bright idea. If they've been listening to the tapes we've been putting out for the last couple months, they got a bright, good idea, a close idea where they can start their research on it. With the connection, with the shout out to brother Dame Calloway, with the connections making, with the connections you making. All of like the older master teachers like Taj Tariq Bey, we taking out some stuff that he putting in there. Other beings. So
let's since we bringing up some of the others, you know, and you mentioned Taj. There's something that they're not understanding that Taj has been teaching for, and they still not getting.
Go ahead.
It's the understanding of civics. If you do not understand civics, you will never understand how to apply your God-given inalienable rights to the overthrow of a legal fiction that's stealing your shit. You have to understand how civics is being used because it's legalese, that's the binding contractual language. They got us all trapped into a caste system that if you can't see your way out of it, you can't break free. right? The caste system is based on the artificial perception of the people with lighter skin is in a superior social position than the people with the darker skin. This is because the statuses in law, legal white person or free legal white person, is a legal status, and a black person is also a legal status, but they are also chess turns.
Yep, go ahead. You going in?
The attacker takes the pieces, the white pieces, to attack the black pieces. So they're using the legal terminology. If you go study the Moors, their form of conjure is the game of chess.
Exactly.
In the Moorish culture, if you're not a chess master, you will never beat them at shit. That's their culture. So once I understood the game of chess, I started playing another game called fifth dimensional chess, Kemetic chess, and Chinese chess. You understand that all of the rules to life is in the board games?
Right. Go ahead.
But the only ones who's going to get the rules from the board games is the one who have valuable family time to play the games on the board.
Exactly. That's why I got Monopoly.
Once you absorb the rules to the board games, later on in life, you will find yourself in a condition to be bored to play the game of life.
I like how you
because the idle mind that they call the devil's workshop is also the workshop of God. This is where they play the game of masterminds from the position of mind. It's mind over the matter. That means the fifth dimensional chessboard is spiritually fought, not physically. For the gods, this is a game. But for the mortals, this is misery. So only if the righteous gods defeat the unrighteous gods will we have a switch flipped on the board to a new game. It's been checkmate. But now we have to have what was done above to be seen below. It has to reflect. It's rolled out according to a galactic clock, Charles Mosley Bay, Clock of Destiny. Once it's rolled out on that galactic clock, you have to understand your tribal ways, Hakeem Bey reference. Once you understand your tribal ways, then you're going to tune in to the metaphysical application of the tribal ways in order for you to perceive reality. C. Freeman Hill, Metaphysics, understanding what a Mason is from a Moorish perspective.
Right. I think I got that book.
Okay, now, from here, once you get the metaphysics, and you have to now